Well, at Manga Fans, back with a review on Chapter 2 of Phantom Busters. I say, I'm really enjoying this series. Like, I don't know how many chapters it's got currently, but it's got 7 volumes now. It's definitely a good series. If you haven't read it yet, I recommend you give it a read. It's freaking good. My grandma volume, really good volume, was not yet come. So well on that as well, but even this return me is still a good thing. It's just, I really hope this is a get an anime. This is definitely good. So good. Again, I recommend you give it a read. Currently 4 chapters out now, but in next hour or so, I think, the next batch of chapters for volume 2 will be also, make sure to do some proper research before about specific things mentioned, and it does not make any sense unless you can fill me in on that. So let's get into the story. We'll learn on the past of what the character we met in the last chapter, Kaoru Kazaki. New Zealand. Since he was a child, he was able to see ghosts. People mocked him for because they didn't believe him. You know, he always wondered why him. No detail about ghosts. Please. I think up back to present day with Kanzaki being an issue of Shonen Jump. I can't tell if it's an actual issue or just made up for this series, made up just for this chapter, because they do sometimes do that. They sometimes do that, you know, have a made up version of issue of Shonen Jump. So mostly not to date itself or when it takes place, but you can read any issue of Jump, really. But you know, I was not expecting an issue of Shonen Jump to appear in the series. Anyway, in present day, Eugene and Marguerite are trying to convince him to join the club, the Phantom Busters, but he declines. He does not want to interact with ghosts. Also, he does not. Also, he's a girl club he wants to join. Basketball club. Why? He doesn't even know. Actually, doesn't play basketball. Do you know why he wanted to join? Because he's a fan of Slam Dunk. Now, so also not seen that recent movie that came out. Slam Dunk was a manga series in Weekly Shonen Jump back in the 1980s. It was an anime adaptation in the 90s. I think it was the 90s. There you go, anime. I don't know. I never watched it. I haven't watched the movie because I never read the manga or watched the anime. Since those aren't really available other than the best English release, but those are probably out of print by now. It's on the Shonen Jump app. It's a basketball series. Sports series in Jump are more mixed. They can either succeed or don't succeed. Basketball is the most common thing you see succeeding in Jump with the types of sports. Like, let's see, successful sports series that come on in Jump over the decades. Captain Tsubasa, Slam Dunk, Kuroko's Basketball, or Kuroko no Basket in Japanese. Yeah. Blue Box. Haikyuu. Is that too? Sports series. Are there any sports series of Jump? Can't think of anything right now. Think. No, can't think of anything. There haven't been any. Currently, the only sports series in Jump that's still going on is Hakaze Mound, a baseball series. Oh, Oblivion Match, I forgot about that, but that's Jump Plus though. I'm basically trying. I guess my mind's focused on the weekly magazine. So, yeah. I don't really know how long for my job, so but I'm also bit. Well, yeah, this is quite fun. Well, a lot of readers probably won't know what Slam Dunk is unless they watch the movie, The First Slam Dunk. Even though it came out in cinemas here, I never watched it because, again, I've never seen the anime or read the manga. Like, I think you're supposed to be familiar with the series. Like, you can also watch City Hunter available on movie on here in the UK as well. Most recent one. It's not a joke. There literally is. There's no point now if we can't watch the series. Alright, get off topic. Funny. And another funny one is Mowgli doesn't know what Slam Dunk is. Which makes sense because when you think about it, he was being trained as an exorcist since he was a kid, so probably had no time to read manga and stuff, so he's probably not familiar with that. And Yuji was been studying a lot. Mostly because studying a lot to go to high-end schools. Probably had not had time to read manga either, but it's definitely heard of him. So it makes sense that they were sprayed the way what they do. And that ends up pissing off Kazanaki. Calls them posers. Tells them to stay on his site. Oh boy. He's obsessed with manga. You expect that type of thing for a gag manga. Join a club just because you're a fan of a certain manga. I mean, as long as you got skill, like the sport, there's nothing wrong with getting into it if you enjoyed it in a series. Like, I don't like sports, but I like watching sports anime, especially shows like Inazuma 11, which isn't exactly realistic to the actual sport, with all the flashy techniques and stuff, but still a good series. It's a bit like a shonen battle. Oh, so it's pouring outside now. Pouring down. Christ. I'm just gonna shut the door so in case you hear that. Sorry. No, that TV is so bloody loud. Oh crap. They have my remote. I'm gonna need that back in a bit soon if that starts going off. That's not good. That's not good. Anyway. Funny. They do, but Mowgli refuses to give up. So yeah. Any trouble. So easy. It mostly he's starting to get familiar with Slam Dunk. Eugene says they have a movie recently. One of it's still playing in theaters, and today's the last showing. Now, I looked this up, by the way. I checked. Venomous is released in August of 2023. But, the first Slam Dunk, which is obviously the movie they're referencing, which, yeah, makes sense, released in December of 2022. I guess it was still, it was still early in the year, I understand. If it was the last show, but the manga released in August. The next chapter releasing in November, no, in September. I'm just saying, it's just a weird thing, but I don't know. But I'm gonna make it in time because it's in a distant town. My girl refuses to give up. Or they bolt after class, might be able to get it. Lots of teacher doesn't have a long lecture. By the time it is, he does get a long lecture. So she'll quickly bolt to the classroom once he starts the lecture. Probably going to get detention for that. Yeah. Well, we cut back to Kanzaki, who's joining the basketball club. And, well, he's not skilled. Of course, he's a newbie. One of them was a bit of a jerk. The base Kanzaki was glaring at him. He was glaring at two students behind him, but those were ghosts. Mistress of buggers. Oh, the guy's just a real dick, too. Wasn't Kanzaki to dye his hair and move his contact lenses, but those are his real eyes. They're not contacts. Doesn't believe him. Basically, bully. He's basically a bully. That pisses off Kanzaki. Then, yes, you'll be trying to reassure him and stuff. Big ghost from him. Kanzaki ends up rushing it, but they end up breathing out by him and leave him. But they're the ones who talk about ghosts in the first place. But by context, it seems the way why he's dressed so flashy is so ghosts won't bother him. They usually go pick on the quiet types. They usually just pick on the quiet types. Which, yeah, I understand why he looks like that. I would believe he was going to be that type of character too. You know, or just a flashy guy. But I was wrong. He's an otaku. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Mogo Gunshot. I was in the stadium. And he believes in Kanzaki. You know, and even assaulting that bully to his face. You know, Kanzaki asked what they're doing. The two, Eugene and so basically Mogo and Eugene end up confessing that they end up watching the Slam Dunk movie and they really loved it. So much they actually decided to read the manga at a local manga cafe. And ask for recommendations and stuff. Which is a wholesome thing. I think that's the whole point of the anime adaptations. They want to get you into the source material. My guess is someone being bad on purpose just to get you to read the manga. Saying, you don't want to watch this crappy thing, just read the source material. But usually, more people are become more familiar with anime adaptation. So, whatever this series does get an anime, if it does, what's do you think will animate it? Are you be able to keep some of the references to other Shonen Jump content? Because it's... Well, then again, Gintama was able to keep his references, but... I thought parody is illegal in Japan. Direct parody, specifically. Why? It's a form of comedy. I think it's something that works, but sometimes being parody shows how popular you are. It's just poking fun at the trolls, but doesn't mean doesn't mean it's bad. There's only they're making fun of it because they hate it. It's all in good fun. Again, Gintama isn't poking fun of popular Shonen Jump products. Trying to do content, but it's doing it with it understands how good they are, and it's not demolishing them. It's just having a laugh. I think I'm not watching Gintama actually. I only watch a couple episodes usually. You can watch Harpin on Netflix too as well. You know, you can watch half of them on Netflix. Not all episodes. Only a couple of the series is on Netflix right now. Slight bastards. They want to release. They're just slowly releasing them. So if you watch the entire series, just go watch it on Crunchyroll. For some reason, Crunchyroll released the first episode, which is just a special episode, into 2 episodes. Yeah, I don't get why either. Makes it really confusing. Well. We get an narration of Kanzaki. He is really happy that people, since he's an otaku, be able to share people get into things he like. Must feel really good for him. So basically, he agrees to join if Mowgli helps him out. We see Mowgli has the round of two jackass spirits from earlier. Those two, the normal people at the basketball club, they just look weird. But Kanzaki's having an enjoyable smile. You know, but Eugene reminds them, but they still gonna need one more member. So to make the club official, you need 4 members. But Morgo is more casual about it, so they'll fight. They had to find another psychic user. It's really not easy. As we get a hint of another character, we don't really see his face, but we see the back of him, who has already had 2 appearances in the previous 2, in this chapter and the last. Which I think was a really clever way, hitting him early, not showing him properly. So yeah, and that was chapter 2. And I'm really glad I got into this. This is a good manga. So yeah, if you haven't read it, go read it. It's good. So, by the way, comment down below why Slam Dunk's movie was referenced, saying it was recent when that's impossible at the time it came out. Let me know comments, and I'll thank you for watching. Drop my content. Please thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. Please don't be shy. See you guys next time. Well, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, that's what I meant. See you guys later for another video. More on the last 2 chapters. Because I wasn't going to wait till tomorrow, or at least some point. The images on my... Yeah, I'll best explain my battery review them. Super jump out.